So, Beibhinn, it's finally here. Team's announced. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I'm feeling really excited. This is our down day, so it's just a day to relax and sort of stay off beat. So it's hard not to think about the game and how excited you are and nervous too. But we're just trying to keep it chill at the moment and not get too ahead of ourselves.
You've obviously been in Northampton or in around England for the last week. Has that been good? Have you seen a lot more people? Can you feel the excitement?
Yeah, it has. Like, we have a lovely hotel and lots of nice grounds around us. So it's actually very secluded and it feels like we're in our own little bubble, which is nice as well. We've loads of like forestry and parks to walk around. So it's been great. I think we're removed from the chaos, which is a good thing.
It's been a long time since Ireland have been in the World Cup, 8 years. Can you remember back in 2017? You were 15, I think. Where were you watching the matches up in Belfast? Were you at home, or can you remember that?
Honestly, I don't even think I was too big into rugby at that stage. I was probably knew that it was going on in the background, but I didn't attend a single game, and I don't even think I watched many of them on the TV. So it just goes to show how much women's rugby has changed and how much Ireland is behind us right now and the support that we're getting. It's come on leaps and bounds in 8 years.
Pretty crazy though, because a year later you made your Irish debut. So pretty big 12 months from that transition.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind, but I think a lot of it went over my head and I didn't realise the privilege it was at the time, but I'm very well aware of the privilege that is now.
If we move it on to now, as you say, such an experience, a debut for you on Sunday in the World Cup, but you've obviously talked about your difficult times with your leg issues and your injuries. Was there times you felt you might never get back here, or was it always positivity from you?
No, I'd be lying if I said it. I was always positive. When I did it the second time in Cape Town, the first thing I thought of was the World Cup. Second thing I thought of was, oh my God, my poor parents are going to have to see me like this again. But yeah, no, it wasn't always positive. I didn't know what the repercussions of breaking the same leg twice so soon would be. But I had a great medical team and physio and Ed Meas, and he's more than a physio. He's like a mental coach as well. And he's always kept me going and kept me on my toes as well. So he really drove the positivity, and then I rode in behind him, and my teammates and everyone were so good along my rehab journey. So you can spend a lot of time feeling sorry for yourself, or you can just get to work. So I just chose to get to work.
Fair play to you. You've had a couple of warm-up games, but you haven't played a competitive fixture for Ireland since the Six Nations of 2024. But how close do you feel Beibhinn Parsons is back to getting there where she was before at her flying best?
I feel like I don't want to take any backward steps or be someone I was before. I want to come into this competition and be a whole new version of myself. So there's massive competition, and that keeps us really hungry for performing at training. And I think it's brought out the best in our whole squad. So I'm going to try keep fighting at training and performing and hopefully do my best.
Out of the whole squad, Cliona Maloney McDonald's the only one that's gone to a World Cup before. You've obviously played some massive games in the Sevens, the Olympics, and been all around the world. Have girls been coming up to you and asking for your experience despite not playing in a 15s World Cup?
Here and there, we've talked about, big games and big crowds and what that's like. And we've drawn upon Cliona's, experiences. And at the start of preseason, Lee spoke about her experience at the Olympics and the occasion that it was. So we've touched on it here and there, but this is a whole new group and a fresh slate. So we just can't wait to forge our own way and have our own experiences.
And Japan on Sunday, you're probably going in as slight favourites. Has that been talked about, or is it just play the opposition and never mind anything else?
We've definitely talked about Japan. We've analysed them all week, but now it's time to switch hats and focus in on how we're going to implement our game plan. We know we need a fast start against this team. They're super skilled and they have threats around the park. So we're not going in thinking that we're favourites. We're going in and want to perform and put our game plan out there.
Are you expecting them to run a lot, or do you think they'll kick as well?
Yeah, they kick a lot. I think they average around 27 kicks a game, so that's pretty high. And they have a lot of variety. They do chip kicks, they kick long. So it's going to be a busy day for the backfield, but we're ready for the challenge.
You've obviously well noted with the injuries of Aoife, Erin and Dorothy, but Sam comes back in. Has that affected your game plan or the Irish way? Has there been many tweaks there?
Yeah, losing 3 of our, standout players is definitely hard for a team to take. But I think it's harder for the individuals, and we really feel for them. Wafer is going to come out and join us soon. But for Erin and Dorothy, I'm just really feeling for them at the moment. I just can't even fathom what that feels like. They've worked so hard for this team, and they've made their impact, and they've gotten us to where we are today. So I'm just really feeling for them at the moment.
But will that be talked about as well? You can do it, yes, for your family and yourself, but also for the injured players?
Yeah, big time. They've put so much into this team, and they've been here for such a long time, either in 7s or 15s, and we'll definitely be thinking about them. People say it's hard to come through injury, but it's even harder when you have timing as cruel as this, and you miss out on something that only comes around every 4 years. They deserve to be, showcased on the world stage. So I'll definitely be thinking of them when I run out on Franklin's Gardens.
On Sunday, defensively, you're obviously going to have to be very good. There's been a change there with James coming in for Hugh. Has that been seamless, or how has that worked?
I wasn't really playing under Hugh Hogan. I know the girls really loved him. James has come in, we call him Skays, and he's been excellent. So Skays is all I've really known, so it's been seamless for me.
375,000 tickets sold already. It's going to be another groundbreaking competition. I can tell by the smile on your face how excited you are. Can you feel just the wave and what this could do, especially with the whole country behind you?
Yeah, absolutely. With it just being a stone's throw away, 45-minute flight, so much of our friends and family are coming over, and that really impacts us as a team. You want to fight for all the people that come over and support you, and the people at home as well. So we know that there's massive support behind this team, and we just really want to do everyone proud.
How many of the Ballinasloe clan are getting over for you?
Yeah, there's a lot, and if Avian's family or Maeve's family come over, it feels like part of my family too, and I'm sure they feel the same. So it definitely feels like we have a lot of support behind us.
If we talk about the competition for places, Anna, Amy Lee, the other wing, a lot of good players left at home. Are you feeling that pressure to start and be at your best, or if not, you'll be left on the bench?
Yeah, absolutely. The competition is huge, and it's something that we embrace as well. You have to show up for every training session, and you have to know that this jersey isn't yours forever, or you can't rest on your laurels at all, because someone will come in and rightfully so they'll take it. So yeah, we're definitely on our toes, and there's massive competition, but I think that brings out the best in you as well.
I know every professional is talking about the next game, but you've obviously beaten New Zealand before. That's at the end of the pool game. Have aims and ambitions been talked about?
We are taking it one game at a time, and I know that's so cliche to say, but I think that's the only way you can approach these type of competitions. There's no point getting ahead of yourself and thinking that you're somewhere where you're not. Just be where your feet are, and that's what we're going to do. We just want a fast start into this campaign, and it's going to come on Sunday.
Did you miss the game when you're away from it? Do you nearly appreciate it more?
Yeah, it was never something I took for granted, but now I have a whole new appreciation. And I think one thing that it's changed in me is that I just love being part of this team, and to be a teammate to someone is a privilege. So I just want to do the best that I can in that regard. After going through rehab for the guts of a year, you do so much things solo, and it's made me really appreciate the power that you can have in a group and team culture. So it's something I'll never take for granted. Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to over the next month or so?
Just progressing in this competition and showing the world what we can do. I think when we get our game plan right, we can be a world beater, and we just need to show that.
It's great you say finally you can be a world beater. Would you love to be at the end of the tournament in a month's time? It's obvious to say, but that you will be looking down the track for the semi-finals, quarterfinals.
Absolutely, because I think that's what this team is capable of. We have no limits on ourselves. We've not put any ceilings on ourselves. We really want to get to London, so we need to progress if we want to get there.
London it is. Beibhinn, thanks so much for your time and all the best. Chat.